like a thief in the night. Me I forget out of sight. Me I take away myself, take away myself. I have to utilize I ways. Show the eye a clean pair of heels. I say, been there, done that, don't need it again, yeah. I'm not a masochist who won't play your game, yeah. To how you move, you have me way to the core. Sayonara, the hot girl gone through the door. Take away ourselves. Ah, say no good body, girl, let me take me ourselves. Take me ourselves. No good body, girl, let me take me
Hi, this is Pam Hall, and I'm inviting you to hang out with Flavius and Franco on the Real Stuff podcast. They're such great company.
Morning, kings and queens. This is Franco, along with
Flavius
All right, Flavius,
in Jamaica.
take it away.
Morning, Franco. Morning, listeners. Franco, I see you're under the weather this morning.
Yes, a bit under the weather. Runny nose and red eyes, runny eyes, so everything.
But the good news is that you kind of know why you're having that.
Oh, yeah. Chemical combination of chemicals. Conflicts of interest.
That is not good at all.
Definitely not good.
But at least you are still here with us.
As them said, the show must go on. The good showman said
There
the
is
show
that.
must go on.
You're not laid up in bed.
I'm not standing
So
up
that's
as
it.
usual because I usually stand up and do my show. So I'm
Yeah,
more
so you have to sit down now and get some rest. But sometimes the body just talking to you.
Could be that too as well.
Yeah, man. Sometimes the body just talking to you and telling you, say, you need to slow down. Sometimes you're running it too hard, not getting enough sleep, as they say. You have to make sure that is what's happening to me too.
Yeah.
So it's very, very, very important that we, get enough sleep, and know exactly what is happening. Because the body, what is the good thing that the body talks to you from time to time
True.
and try to guide you, tell you, oh, go look after yourself, man. Look after yourself. Something is not right. So, but how is it in your area now?
Well, things kind of slow down in the States a little bit. It just, the death toll, what thing for 2 days or a day ago. 2 days ago was a bit high, but the testing has have been continuing. So
Okay.
it's slowed down now. It's slowed down. I think it has been announced that people should start wear their mask.
Mm-hmm.
And you're going to have some people still don't want to wear it, but on the most part, it's mandatory. If you go in a stores, you have to have on your mask. You know.
Mm-hmm.
So schools, them still a fight. A lot of teachers, in the U.S. have been resigning from their positions as teachers. But
Mm-hmm.
and some schools are doing virtual classes as well, hoping that by October the settings might die down.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a what you call it, watch and go. Put it that way.
Yeah,
Watch it
yeah.
as they go along.
Okay.
Hmm.
Well, in Jamaica, of course, we are in election mode now.
Hmm.
What people call silly season,
Hmm.
because people do all kind of crazy things because of election time. But there are some significant new developments regarding election,
That's the one.
and one of them is the method of campaigning
Hmm.
that has changed dramatically. So I have yet to see anybody pass my house with any colors or any vehicle making noise and with their party songs or whatever. The people have taken it. They have taken it mostly to social media. They claim,
Hmm.
and what is driving social media is right up your street.
All that.
Dub plate,
Oh, dub plate.
dub plate and run,
Yeah, but let me ask
dub
you,
plate
is it
and
gonna
run
how them
for
going
the
vote?
election.
How they going vote?
Eh?
How the voting going on? Is it social media they going vote by? Cause I mean that's not
I
possible.
I don't I don't think so at all. But I don't think the voting thing is or has been organized or established and announced yet. Probably when Teddy comes, he can tell us a little bit more about that. But what they are speaking about the voting, the major part of the voting that's taking up a lot of the conversation now is the COVID. Will they allow COVID patients to vote? The law basically is saying that you can't prevent them.
It's,
So that is what is going around in the conversation now. I don't know. They have come out and say, well, this is the protocol we're going to use to get them voted, because you can't really take away a man voting rights. So that will be a problem. We have two areas in quarantine now. Is actually more than two, but it's one set is all together in St. Thomas. But I think it's about 3 or 4 communities that is under quarantine, and one in Clarendon. No argument has come out as how what will happen in those areas. Will you take the voting to them or what? I don't know. I really don't have a clue. And then all the people who are quarantining government institutions are at home. Will you allow them to come out, or will you go and let them mark the balance at home? I don't know. I don't know what will happen. But you have some people now who complaining are complaining that they can't understand why election which is during 2021, has been thrust upon us at this time in the middle of the pandemic and also in the middle of the back to school. So we don't know what is happening. I was reading something where I think Trinidad is not entertain any school until after December 31st. I don't know what is what because the election in Trinidad is not yet declared. Because the party who win, the opposition said they need a recount for 5 seats. And the margins are very close, 22 to 19. So anything can happen with those 5 seats. So the opposition have not given up yet, have not given in to losers yet. So they're going to be waiting on the recounts, and the recounts apparently are going extremely slow. So that will take quite some time before that is organized. Yeah. And of course, there's the whole big thing, everybody getting pushing in themselves because of the Jamaican Indian person who will be accompanying Biden, who will be running alongside Biden with this election. I hear that St. Anne is in a big celebration now because apparently she's from St. Anne. Very close to where.
Her roots is from St. Anne.
Yeah, very close to where Bob Marley was born, and very close to where Garvey was born. So all of them born in probably a 20-mile radius distance from each other. So the people down that side are really, really having fun with this. Because they have quite a few of these celebrities born in their area. Although she wasn't born there, but her father and apparently she have relatives still living there. Yep.
So that's good. I mean, they're supposed to start. They're doing some cleaning up down there then.
Well, I would think so.
Because at any time a camera crew can pop up on them,
Well, the camera crew probably is there now or will be there shortly. Because anytime you hear these things happening and you see start come out, it's social media. Everybody wants a piece of the pie.
You ready for your did,
Yeah, I'm trying to get something up here. Yeah, we're going to stick with CARICOM and speak some more about institutions. In fact, I saw something a while ago that we should look at. Just find it here. Yeah, give us a little music.
Okay, Flavius.
Yeah. Did you hear about the new party that was formed?
Yeah, I heard something about some JPP.
The APP, yeah, a party of ministers. Well, at the last minute, they pulled out.
Mm-hmm.
They withdrew from the nomination, citing that they need some more time. They need some more time to to get themselves ready properly. Because let's say they encountered a number of difficulties, one of which they are claiming that they, I guess, between the JLP and PNP, did something to fight against them opening a bank account.
Mm-hmm.
They're having problems, getting their finances in the bank in Jamaica. Apparently, this person who is leading them is a philanthropist and he just came back home.
Mm-hmm.
Apparently, he has all kind of money, I guess, all kind of support.
Mm-hmm.
And he's also saying this is one of the reasons why the government called the election now. Because the government know that they wouldn't be fully ready.
Mm-hmm.
And if they wait any time longer, then they would be properly organized. And based on what they're saying, if they can accomplish any of that, then they would win the election very easily.
Mm-hmm.
If Jamaica people believe them.
Mm-hmm.
Because I think the country wouldn't mind getting, as you say, some new people.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Which is not related to the current two parties.
True.
But they say they're not going anywhere. They're going to take the time and get their things in place and get in the communities and all that, because all that they haven't done,
Mm-hmm.
because they are so new.
Can you imagine if the church is united? Eh?
Oh yeah.
Trouble down at that.
Oh yeah.
There'll be no more JLP and PNP. That would be nice if another party get involved. I mean, change up the
Oh
whole
yeah.
spectrum of the whole political movements.
You have another group now that has come up with something. I don't know if you saw that.
Mm-mm.
They have come up with a system to rate politicians.
Okay.
They come up with a system where they say they get the information. They're not going to be using any thinking. Anybody come up with an idea of how the politician is doing. They're going to use some facts like how often is this politician absent from parliament? What have they? How much time they have come to the community and discuss the funds that they have and how to use it, things like that.
That's a good move.
And based on those facts, come up with a rating.
That's a good move, man. A good move that.
Oh yeah, and they are very serious.
That is needed, absolutely needed, because a lot of these politicians ain't even visiting their constituency.
No.
So that's a good move right there. So we need more things to be done. As I said, a member of parliament or who run in a constituency, he or she should live in that area that you're running for, that you can see them day on a day-to-day basis. Go to them house or them office and say, we have this, we have that, problems, etc., etc. But them live. But
Okay,
I mean, somebody govern here, so and yet still them live all the way across. Them supposed to be in a Middlesex, them live all the way over. Sorry, that's not right.
Oh yeah. Okay, let's go. Did you know?
All right, go on.
I'm going to stick with CARICOM, and Did you know that there is a public procurement notice board for CARICOM? It's public. The Community Public Procurement Notice Board is a web-based collaboration system to facilitate the publication of procurement opportunities in the CARICOM region. Among those countries participate in the Caribbean public procurement regime. The CPPNB supports the process of procuring work, services, and supplies electronically. Different public procurement procedures are supported for both one-off or repetitive purchases through several dedicated sub-modules, providing facilities for user registration, competition review, approval, and publication at a national and community level. How many of us knew that? We want to buy something, you can go on the public procurement notice board for CARICOM and see what you can get from that. And it's a web-based thing. That means they have a website that you can go and get all the information. But if you just go to the CARICOM website, you will see a link to that under projects and initiatives. Okay, another one is something they call CAPS, CARICOM Single Market Application Processing System. Let's see exactly what CAPS is. CARICOM Single Market Application Processing System. The Document and Workflow Management System, DWMS, is a crucial component of the larger initiative to make the rights under the CSM more accessible and to ensure a higher level of efficiency and effectiveness in the processing of these rights. The system will contribute to the achievement of the full integration of the national markets of member states of the community into a single, unified, and open market area. The revised Treaty of Sagaramos calls for the modernization of government bureaucracy by inter alia, encouraging the development of closer contact between public sector administrations, industries, and stakeholders, removing impediments and improving the regulatory framework for economic enterprises at a national and regional level, and encouraging cost effectiveness in the delivery of service to the public. In addition to addressing these treaty mandates, the system will also generate reliable data on the movement in the single market. This has been a challenge for community and member states have been grappling with over the life of the CSM. The system is fully integrated web-based information management system which will facilitate the movement of skilled persons, temporary service providers, and business persons across the 12 participating member states by efficiently processing a significant number of documents which fall under the following processing. Application for a skilled national certificate. Verification of skilled national certificate. Change of skilled national certificate. Application for service provider certificate. Change of service provider certificate. Movement under the right of establishment. Expected outcome of the document and workflow management system. To the expected outcomes of the document and workflow management systems are improve application procedures, efficiency in the processing and approval, and increase overall user friendliness of the system. Harmonize and standardize applications through the 12 participating member states, and improve capabilities to collect and capture reliable data, which will enable member states and the community to formulate, develop policy, and take decisions based on factual information. Okay, we're going to look at the Caribbean Exporter Gateway. Promoting market access facilitation in CARICOM. The Caribbean Market Gateway, CARIGate, provides information on the market access conditions for products traded within the CSME and for products from CARICOM member states entering Cuba, Costa Rica, or Dominican Republic. Information on tariffs, rules of original non-tariff measures, including SPS requirements, import license, and other duties are charged and charges, and other information will be available. The development of this database was made possible through funding from Spain under the CARICOM Spain Joint Fund to Technical Cooperation. So that is the CARIGate, Caribbean Exporter Gateway. See, Franco, we have a lot of stuff that CARICOM have up there.
Okay.
Promoting agribusiness in the CSME. Agribusiness is a huge part of what we have to do now for food security.
Mm-hmm.
The Agribusiness Development Program was implemented as a sub-project within the larger Caribbean Integration Support Program, CISP, funded under the 9th Replenishment of European Development Fund, EDF. The project aimed at developing a regional agribusiness strategy with the following main components. The Agribusiness Development Program was implemented as a sub-project within the larger Caribbean Integrated Support Program, CISP. Okay, they're repeating this. The project aimed at developing a regional, under upgrading and strengthening identified value chains to support competitiveness. Integration of viable small and medium enterprise into these value chains, as well as beneficial participation of the poor as consumers, farmers, agro-processors, and employers in the process. The developing and strengthening regional support institutions and services to deal with issues such as food safety and food product and process standards, marketing, finance, and transport. Supporting public-private partnership, strengthening information base for the sector, general information, market intelligence, improving beneficial linkages between agriculture and tourism. Okay, so we will leave it here for this morning. Tomorrow we will continue. And we're going to probably try and do it the whole week so we have a full understanding of what CARICOM is doing and where they are now. So I said, did you know, Franco, for today?
All right then. Let's see if we can get Teddy
Yes,
for
please.
the really current as it happened right now. Okay, let me dial up Teddy in the meantime. We play some music.
Walking on sand and holding your hand. Feel like a tourist in my own homeland. In my own homeland. Enjoying the bright, the warm sunlight. Oh my God, what a beautiful sight. In my own homeland. This place is so nice, wanna do everything twice. Yes, I feel as if I'm in a paradise. No matter the season, you've got every reason. This place is another little heaven. East or west, I couldn't care less. Ooh, this place, it is definitely blessed. My own homeland. North or south, feel free to wander about. You can jump, dance, or sing and shout. In my own homeland. Give yourself a treat, a few days or a week, and you will see just what I mean. Just take my advice, so everyone is nice. You feel like royalty, my friend. Pulsating, vibrating, reggae, reggae, reggae. There is sky, rock, a steady mental, a quadrillion, a kumina, kumina, kumina. You can fill your belly with a coconut jelly, mango, papa, cane and Guinea. There's a key in a saltfish and a roast yam and banana. Curried goat and a managed water. The Sunday special if you like a revival. Catholic, Baptist or Pentecostal. The house of Jah is there, have no fear. Walk right in and get your share. I'm walking on sand. I'm holding your hand. Feel like a tourist in my own homeland. In my own homeland. Feel like a tourist in my own homeland. A homeland, my own homeland. Feel like a tourist in my own homeland. My own homeland.
Survive, survive, I'm floating underwater. The pressure is so loud. If things get any harder, I promise to survive. If nothing's good today, I know that there's tomorrow. It's only hours away. The hope and desperation for the start of a new day. Thank God I'm starting over, sending yesterday away. I'll survive. I'll survive. I'll survive. I'll survive. I'm buried 6 feet under. 6 feet under. The clouds above the ground. If things get any clearer, I know I will survive. I think it's safe to say things are so much easier if we throw our fears away, or give them all to Jesus, give your burdens all away. We're all in this together, sending yesterday away. I'll survive. I'll survive. I will survive. I will survive. No, I will survive. I will survive. I will survive. I'm living my life sober. Rehab came just in time. Had a bad hangover. Promise I will survive. Hope tomorrow's better. Only up to go from here. Dying is real simple, but I know I'll survive. Survive, survive, survive. 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 Survive, survive, this we know.
Sometimes in life you have to make a change, you know. A change for the better. A change for a better future. You can't do the same thing every day and expect to reach further. You mad?
Nah, go up.
Why? Tasha T, she a sing, everybody sing. New day, new life, new start, new everything. Can't take the bloodshed no more. Come make we rearrange, make a change, yeah, yeah, yeah. New day, new life, new start, new everything. Can't take the struggles no more. Come make we rearrange, make a change, yeah, yeah, yeah. In the streets getting serious. No love, no flow, there is so much unjust. Just hold your sanity, you work hard to earn a little dime. Cause remember, this is building time, now a progress time. Step up on the ladder, up the top, we are climb. Moving forward, everybody must try. All Jaja children, you know we have to shine. Think positive and everything will be fine. Just cool and relax and drink a glass of wine. Don't stress out yourself, don't frustrate your mind. Throw away the hate and join the love line. Cause the Almighty always protect I and I never feel like. New day, new life, new start, new everything. Can't take the bloodshed no more. Come make we rearrange, make a change, yeah. New day, new life, new start, new everything. Can't take the struggles no more. Come make we rearrange, make a change. Alright then, what don't concern you, leave it alone. Other people busy shouldn't be your own. You feel concentrate on what is important. Continue in life to be persistent. You feel stand up to your own responsibility. Praising the Almighty. Just work harder than before, be stronger than before, live better than before. Everybody sing. New day, new life, new start, new everything. Can't take the bloodshed no more. Come make we rearrange, make a change, yeah. New day, new life, new start, new everything. Can't take the struggles no more. Come make we rearrange, make a change, yeah. New day, new life, new start, new everything. Can't take the pressure no more. Oh, can't take the greediness no more. Can't take the tension no more. Oh, can't take the jealousy no more. Can't take the murderers no more. No. Can't take the hypocrites no more. No. Come make we rearrange. Come make we rearrange.
The music of Tasha T, New Day. Our guest this morning, you all know him, doing the really current, coming out of Jamaica, the Caribbean, and around the world. The one and only Mr. Teddy Laidley. Morning, Teddy. How you doing?
Well, as we continue to say, we're giving thanks for life because things is happening.
Mm-hmm.
And as you are aware, the big news tomorrow is nomination day here in Jamaica.
True.
But putting their candidate forward, there is a significant increase in what they call woman power, because the JLP have put 9 women and the PNP have put together 12 woman slated candidates.
That's good.
That's a big plus.
That's a good number as a candidate this time.
Yeah. And so everyone is putting their package together, and speculation is ripen here in Jamaica whether the JLP will return to continue their mandate, or will Jamaican be given a new mandate by the People's National Party. As one would also have said, the Bill Johnson poll and the Don Anderson poll, which are 2 major polls here in Jamaica, as Peter Phillips says in a statement, that the poll that he's concerned about is the voting poll. When you come to vote, no question being raised at this moment, whether they're going to be a turn or not. Over the years, we have seen indication, because there was one noted situation when a reporter asked the then leader of the party, Portia Simpson Miller, what's her feeling of the election, if she thinks she will lose. And that statement came to haunt her when she said, "Look at me. Do I look like a loser?" And the
Hmm.
unfortunate thing about it is that she have lost that
She
election.
lost. She lost, yes.
Right. And there was an air of confidence that was taking place within the People's National Party. So again, question is that the usual saying, the song isn't over until the fat woman sing. Is that it? Some saying of that sort, right?
Yeah,
So,
that's it.
so come the 3rd of August, one of the things that they're looking at is whether they will be suffering from a low voters turnout, because the indicators, they were tracking the pattern over the last elections. And I think they said it was 48% in the last election that we had in terms of turnout. Out of 1 million persons who were on the voters list, 800 and odd person turn out to vote. Now the question is, will the COVID play a part in will it play? The question should have been, will it play a part if not the turnout become low? So questions like those are being heard. So you wonder if either party will blame the COVID if at the end of the day the turnout is low.
So how many? What's the momentum like in terms of supporters? Because tomorrow is nomination day. We know that
Well,
no
well,
gathering can allowed, but all the people, them, the energy on the road that you're hearing.
well, the energy will be displayed tomorrow. You will see it across the several constituencies. Uh, and again, both parties are talking to their constituents with regards to the whole social distance, which is totally impossible. You know what I mean?
No, no, no. The political ambers person, I say only two people they're allowing. Two
no,
people with
10
the
persons.
candidate.
No, 10 persons. Because remember, Flavius, that the person who do the nomination have to come in and their name have to check
Yeah,
on
yeah,
on,
I
on
know,
the
I know.
on the voters list.
Yeah,
So the
yeah.
EOJ is saying that they will allow 10 person to be in with the candidate.
To be in or outside.
No, well, remember, it's only going to be 3 persons going to be on the inside, with the from the electoral office. The one, the presiding officer, and the 2 poll clerk. So that is 3. So let us see what happened tomorrow. But there's going to be a jubilation taking place.
I would doubt that because they don't seem to want to have any form of gathering at all. None of the side.
No, but trust me,
They're trying to hold back the
no,
people.
no. To say that they just recently both the prime minister and the leader of opposition being on the campaign trail, it's totally impossible for you not to have a gathering. It's totally you know it is that is one of the things that will energize the whole thing. the other thing, is it
Energize
that
COVID.
yeah, the other thing that is taking place is that there is not much in terms of the campaign song because they can't have open meeting like when
Yeah,
they so everybody's doing what we call dub plate now. And,
yeah.
and it's interested the reaction from the public. And the question is being asked if the artists are not making any qualms about it, why should the public making qualms about it? Because it is the artist who's doing the dub plate for the
Yeah.
MPs. You see, Crystal Tomlin, who is closely associated with being a man because she's the mother of his child or her
Mhm.
child, and he does the dub plate for her, so it's obvious. Then Lisa Hannah and Spice does her dub plate. I don't know about that because Lisa Hannah said she admire Spice as a dancehall artist. So it's
Okay.
interesting. It's interesting to hear the songs that associated with a member of parliament going forward. It take a new twist on the whole thing compared to when they were using the song of the day. And we all know what happened with regards to Nisbet at the last political meeting. Yeah. When they use it's funny that Nisbet's song My Dream was first used by the People's National Party. And somehow the JLP captivated and use it until it become like their team song. As a matter of fact,
Yeah.
the inauguration of the Prime Minister, Nisbet did perform that song live at the inauguration
And the,
and joined
and the
in.
Prime Minister sang it with him.
Yeah?
The Prime Minister was singing it with him too.
Yeah, that's why I said he was joined by the Prime Minister there.
Yeah.
Another situation that is taking place right now is something quite interestingly. Before we get to Kamala Harris situation, that is the Prime Minister wife, who is also a member of Parliament, is currently suing some landowner in a section of the Upper St. Andrew called Lee's Flat. And the neighbor in that era is seeking the Prime Minister intervention on his wife's development. So that's
That is nice.
that is an interesting thing because outside of being a member of parliament, she is a developer. And here it is, the persons are asking for his intervention. So you're wondering if that's an area of conflict of interest. Because
Well, they're saying that she's breaking the rules.
huh?
They're saying that she's breaking the rules.
Yes,
She's building apartments that is denser than the rules will allow.
and then secondly, they're also looking at the sewage situation, the
Yeah.
environmental impact, and all of that. So how do you deal with a matter like that? No, you're the prime minister, because you know the saying goes, when you have to put your head on the same pillow, it's a different thing,
Yeah.
and so therefore the prime minister is in a funny place, you know.
And If you also look at the law firm that those citizens hire,
Yeah. No, but the thing
it
is,
tells a story too.
yeah, but what we are saying, Flavors, is that they asked for the intervention of the Prime
I
Minister.
know, I know. Yeah,
You
I
know,
know, I know, I know.
it's not that they asked for somebody else, you know. So no matter
Yeah.
how much a law firm you have, how do you deal with that? You know, that is another situation right there and then.
Yeah,
Well,
you're fighting on two, three fronts, different fronts.
yeah. The other good news and is one of the things that is leaving us in a very good mood. Jamaican, both in the diaspora and Jamaica, is Miss Harris, our
Yes.
Jamaican connection, and being slated as the vice president of the upcoming November election in the US. And I can tell you, it's a sweeping feeling taking place here in Jamaica. Um, the situation of everybody feeling proud and can be connected to the White House. You know, the feeling of Obama being the first black president in the United States was a global feeling, and everybody felt good in Jamaica. But this one let us even feel far better. We know
Yeah,
our
man.
mom also from India, but here the thing is, Jamaica globally make a impact on the world because we capture the world through sports and music, our culture, because the food, our way of life, our lifestyle captivate the world. Not that India does not impact the world, because India is the second largest country on the block globally,
Yeah.
and in IT they are doing well. But somehow, um, you even in shows on television, or you hear they said, win a prize, take you to Jamaica, or people
Yeah,
try to
man.
speak Jamaican. So Jamaican impact. So our father side of things make a far impact on our mother side, because
Yeah.
in the last couple of days there are photographs of her being surfaced on the internet where she's sitting with her her great grandmother, and see her visit here to Jamaica, both as a child and as a teenager. Now, I have yet to see any pictures of her in India. So you know the impact it caused with her, with the Jamaican connection.
Mm-hmm.
So we
And
wish her all the
I am,
best.
yeah, I am seeing something this morning where they are now saying that her father came from an area very close to where Marcus Garvey was born.
Yeah, Brownstone in St. Anne's.
Yeah, and
And
not
today,
far from where Bob Marley was born either.
yeah, and then what? Today is Marcus Garvey's birthday.
Yeah.
Hmm. Yeah. So no, the family, because our cousin, our cousin Sherman Harris, um, is in business down there at the Harris Quarry in St. Anne's in
Yeah.
Brownstone. And in yesterday newspaper, they show a home that her father grew up in
Yeah.
Orange Hill, St. Anne's. And so it's a welcoming feeling. There's a lot of persons there are saying, just feeling proud. The next thing that is happening right here is the runaway of the Jamaican dollars versus the US. They recently did a survey that show the Jamaican dollar along with the Caribbean dollar versus the US dollar, and the average right throughout is 2.70 to 1. But Jamaica being the highest, I've been at what it is today. It's kind of frightening. When you look at
150 to 1.
the Barbadian, the Belize dollar, even Cuba dollar compared to the US, they stand a better chance. When Jamaica was on top of the list at 150 to 1, while the region is 2.70 to 1. It's kind of frightening. So the big question is, when the election over, can the government of the day help to stabilize the Jamaican dollar? Because when the dollar increases or devalue, as one would say, it affects the commercial sector of the country. Prices get inflated, and that's not good for economy when the prices go up for the consumer good, but your salary is not going up. So let us see at the end of the day, whoever formed the government after September 3rd, if they're going to seriously look at the sliding dollar, because it's not good for our economy.
Oh boy, and that hill to come back down, boy, seems a monument to come back down.
No, we have to get it down. We have to get it down. It just cannot be like that. And speaking of the region, we just said goodbye to another stalwart within the region, Owen Arthurs from Barbados, who died recently. So that within itself is one of those persons who believe during his tenure on CARICOM, he was really fighting for the continuation of CARICOM and certain policies. Owen Arthur was one would say a gentleman within the region.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Yeah. It's kind of wonder if we still have a united front here in the region with regard to CARICOM, because up to last year, when the Secretary of State did visit the region and to hold a meeting, some members of the CARICOM community were not invited, and that left Barbados Prime Minister Mayor Motley to lash out against it, to say that it wasn't a unified front, because if all the members cannot come to the table, then there should be no discussion. And one could understand how she felt about it, but that's again a debatable thing, because in my opinion, and I'm not saying that I am right, as they have a saying, in order to control, you have to divide. And that's a sad thing, because it's divide and conquer. And so I would take our stance on it, that the US is having a meeting. They should not be selecting persons. It should have been, because if he's the Secretary of State and he's coming within the region to have a meeting, then everybody should be at the table, because
Of course.
as Secretary of State, he looked at foreign policy of the United States government. So everybody should be at the table. But again, that's for another day and another time. Yeah, you saying something, Flavors?
Yeah. One thing that been troubling me, and I think it's troubling other people, because the election on the third, they have not yet come out and tell us the voting protocol. What's going to happen? How are we going to vote? All these things. No one has
Um,
been saying much about that.
I think they're going to use the electronic medium and the social medium to talk about the voting protocol, because that task is left up to the EOJ. The EOJ will do that, because they are saying that there are persons put in place to deal with the COVID protocol. So they even make a point that if persons who are contracted with COVID should not be denied their vote, and they put in place,
Yes,
if somebody
but how
comes
you
there,
how you deal with that? How you deal with
yeah,
that?
yeah. So in a couple of days, I think where the focus is now at is the debate. There will be 3 debates taking place leading up to the election. One on social program, one on finance, and the next one is on leadership. And everybody's looking forward. The thing about it is that debate is not going to carry us through the audience. It's going to be through the regular
See,
medium.
I am not worried about the debate. I am worried about the ink.
Um, they
How will they manage the ink?
let us see let us see how we can't stand to judgment at this point until they're getting closer, because your concern, I think, is also being echoed by many other persons, and somehow that concern will get to the forefront to the electoral office. So like I said,
Yeah, but
let's see
we
how
have less than 3 weeks. I think that should be the first thing that they think about. How you manage the ink. I mean, the only proper way to do that, is to have individual ink. If COVID is so contagious and you can't touch, you're not supposed to touch. So you have to wash. And history has seen that the ink stays on for a few days.
Again, they say that they have things in place to make sure that the ink is wiped off.
Can't wipe off Teddy, but remember saying that the ink is there to make sure you don't vote twice. So it can't be something about wiping off. What we need is probably individual ink, so everybody don't push them on in one jar of ink.
Well, to be honest, previous the situation that presents itself. Let's give them the benefit of the doubt to say they work or something, because we can't stand here and prejudge the situation. We have concern.
No, we're not judging. Yeah, we're not judging. Inquiry, yeah.
yeah, we have concern, but like I said, let us see how best they're going to deal with it, because what you just pointed out, like I mentioned, also is at the forefront. And let us hope it reach the electoral office.
They must
And
have
so
some form of spray, some form of spray or something like that.
yeah,
Because that's the only way to be certain that you are not being contaminated.
yeah. Well, the thing that they mentioned that they are putting that protocol in place. So what I'm saying here, just like you just mentioned, of having some spray, so therefore persons approaching will get their hands sanitized. So therefore, when it put in the bottle, is a sanitized finger that goes in. You
No,
understand?
no, 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 no. I wouldn't judge that. That wouldn't be acceptable to me at all. At all.
Well, the thing that concerns me right now, and like I said, I cannot speak too much on it because I am not knowledgeable. And like you, I'm only hope it reach the ears that concern, and only hope that there are persons like yourself who have that concern, and I hope it will be able to be addressed come September 3rd. Or
Yeah,
if the
well,
get up, if the EOJ has a social media platform where questions like those can be taken in, then we can look forward to make that presentation and say it. So let's
just
keep our cross that they deal with that concern just as you see that concern.
I think that
Frank,
is very critical. I mean, the pencil is not a big problem, but the ink, that's my problem.
okay. Well, um, let's hope that don't deter you from making your vote, Flavius, because like everything else, that one vote count.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. That's why
Yeah.
I'm
So
inquiring now because I definitely want to vote.
yeah, let it not be said it is because you didn't vote, the party lose. Let's let's go with your vote. Your vote is important.
Oh yeah, very important. But I
Yeah.
still have to worry about the ink. That's my
Yeah.
problem.
But all right, like I said, let's give them the chance, and let's hope somehow that is able to be addressed.
In fact, I can try and find out what happened in Trinidad.
Oh, okay. With
Yeah,
regards to that,
yeah. With regard to the ink.
oh, okay, because Trinidad is a good hallmark with regards to
Yeah,
that,
because
because they recently.
it just had the yeah, just had the yeah.
Right. Okay. Franco, are you there with us?
Yeah, man, I'm here
Yeah,
with
man,
you. I'm
Frank,
here. I'm under the weather a little bit, but I'm here with you guys still.
Oh, okay. Well, like I said, the this upcoming election will either a continuation of the program or a new mandate being set. It also will take into consideration how person view corruption and
Oh yeah,
the way
oh
forward.
yeah.
Teddy, let me
So
ask a
Oh yeah.
question before when it comes to the voting, the military and the police going to be the first set of people to vote, right? They have a date set for
Yeah.
them.
yeah, they usually, because they want them to work on that day. So
Okay.
normally
Yeah.
that take place at the barracks of the army,
Mm-hmm.
and those ballots are being sealed and secure,
Mm-hmm.
and then count on the day of when it's
Election
part
day.
of this final
Yeah.
count.
Okay. Okay.
Election day.
Yeah. So,
They
for
normally
example,
vote
if
a few days before.
Mm-hmm.
yeah, if it's the third, they might do the weekend
Mm-hmm.
before the election. Yeah.
All right. And polling station open early morning.
Yeah, man. The
True.
polling station will open, I think, by 7:30 in the morning, and close by 5 o'clock. And then the normal situation is that both parties and their interests, the sitting member of parliament, along with the caretaker, along with the presiding officer, the returning officer, presiding officer, the poll clerk, and both representative of the people's national party, along with JLP, sit in at the counting of the ballot. So on the day of the election, the presiding officer, along with the poll clerk and the representative from either party, check the ballot, make a notation, and then they seal it. There's a seal. They seal the opening, and then they take again the representative of the both political party accompany, along with security personnel, accompany the ballot to the office of the returning officer. And the reason why I can give you information like that, I was a former returning officer for Central St. Catherine.
Okay. Okay.
So on all of the ballot is then stored there the night, and then we give a count the numbers to the EOJ office. So as the ballot come in, they would already have the numbers on it, and then we call
Each
in the
box,
numbers.
Okay.
each box will have a number.
Yeah. Each box will have in terms of the votes. And so a very astute and knowledgeable field officer, I mean persons that work with both political party, can give you a feel of whether the sitting MP loses seat or
Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
over. So if the workers of the party, because here what happened, the outdoor agent along with the indoor agent can tell you, because they know their people. When people come to vote, they know who they are voting for. Because remember,
Unless them switch.
yeah, because remember, the outdoor agent for the PNP and the JLP is there, and when people come and they tell them which station they are, they know, because they enumerate certain people and they know their party supporters.
And it depends on the constituency to where you live.
Oh, well, certain constituency, it is bad to say, but certain constituencies open vote.
Yeah. Yeah. It depends.
You
That's
will-
why-
Everybody know who will before it starts.
Yeah, that's why I say that.
No,
It
no,
depends
yeah,
on the
certain
constituency where you live. Too.
Yeah, certain constituency is required as open vote. You have no choice.
True.
You have no choice in that.
Whatever a few these days. And we're happy for that.
Yes, there is the let us say the mother of all garrison.
Yeah, oh yes.
And just up the road from the mother,
Yes.
son, You see what I mean? And the
Yeah.
daughter, you
Mm-hmm.
know, those adjoining communities. But
All of them
outside of
together.
that,
All of them together.
yeah, 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 outside of that, um, like I mentioned before, if the outdoor agent and the indoor agent working assiduously or aggressively, then they can tell. They can
When
tell
5
at the
o'clock
end
come
of
from
the day.
them know
Yeah, they can
exactly
tell.
who we now leave. Hmm?
Yeah, and it's a narrow margin.
My thing is
You
this:
know.
come election day, just like how we have the problem in the US here, people concerned how them going to go out and vote because of the COVID. It's the same thing I'm thinking. Oh, Jamaicans going to go out and vote. No, social distancing won't be taking place
Yeah,
because
man, it will. It will. That's what I'm saying. The EOJ
Mhm,
have put that in place. They make sure they highlighted that they are putting the protocol in place, which include the personnel. They're having volunteer
mhm,
their job is to look at that, the social distance
mhm,
along
So
with
Franco,
sanitization.
Franco,
okay.
election day, social distance is easy,
Yeah.
Cause you don't normally have any big crowds,
It depends on the constituency again.
99% of the constituency, social distance is never a problem.
No, yeah, which is true, which is true. No, you see, what is usually happen, Franco, is the
Hold
gathering.
on, hold on,
It's,
Teddy. Hold on, Teddy. Before COVID, just before COVID, it is illegal to have any gathering
gathering.
on election day.
I'm not talking
That is
about the
the law.
gathering, I'm talking about lining up to go in and go vote. That's what I talk about.
No,
Yeah,
no,
we don't have
no, no.
no big line either.
You don't-
Hmm.
No, you don't have that. Now, over the years, I can tell you, Franco,
We
is
don't
not
have
an
that,
issue.
Franco.
Yeah, the police along with the one day police usually monitor that. I know that
Yeah, but we
you
don't have
was
that, Franco.
because you see the difference, Franco. A lot of persons because remember that day is not a holiday here in Jamaica,
Uh-huh,
Remember election day is not a holiday.
uh-huh.
So what
You
usually
work,
happens is that two things happen. By law, you're required 3 hours off from work to go and vote. By law. So what I usually a lot of people usually like to do is either they go there before work or they leave work because no, you have to leave work at 2 o'clock because you're by law you have
yeah.
3 hours. So what happened is that they leave work at 2 o'clock, go do what they want to do, and then stop by, especially if the polling division is in their area, because a lot of persons might not necessarily live again in there because of movement over the because remember this is 5 years the last time one voter or 4 years.
Uh-huh.
That doesn't guarantee for me to be constantly living in that community or that constituency. So if my vote might not be where I'm currently living, so I might have to travel to go and do my vote in a different constituency.
Uh-huh.
So these factors are take place. So a lot of people they just go there early morning because the poll open by 7:30 or 7 o'clock. I think it's 7 o'clock. They go there,
Yeah.
they vote early, they go to work, and they still get that because if you start work at 9 o'clock and you go to the polling station by 7 and you vote, you still can reach work by 9. But then again, you're still going to take off work at 2 o'clock.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
You understand? But you already vote, right? But the boss can't tell you you can't leave despite you already vote. By law you have to leave because when you voted on your time, not on the company time.
True,
So
true.
yeah,
Any
that's
given
not
day,
going to.
Franco, any given day, at any time, it don't take me half an hour to vote.
Yeah,
I,
that's what
I,
I'm
I
saying.
know I know I go at 7 o'clock. It takes me about 10 minutes, and I'm back home.
Yeah. So is not the only concern that persons are saying no is that the day of voting, many of the schools will be used as polling station from ever since. So it's just a matter of getting, because the schools are known that are using as polling divisions, and so
Oh yeah.
it's just a matter of going through the process, cleaning up the school for the next day. Now, the good thing about it, the 3rd of September, normally school open on the first Monday in September. And so that is long before school open. So the school can be prepped for the opening of school.
Yeah.
Right. So is not an issue. So the third of September is a Thursday, and school will be opening the 7th of September, which is the Monday. So there is enough time to prepare the school, so that's no problem, right? The other good thing that have been reflective over the past couple of elections here in Jamaica is that the violence somehow subside compared to 40 years ago.
Yeah.
40
Oh
years
yeah.
ago,
Oh yeah.
this year celebrate the 1980 election, and it was a bloody one, because as a matter of fact, that election was held in October, and prior to October, in August, the murder rate was high. So, things have certainly changed over the 40 years. The tribalism between both parties have subsided a significant percentage. It's not where we want it to be, but it somehow have subsided. We'd like it to be zero tolerance, but human being, human nature, human behavior dictate otherwise. But we are proud. We are proud of what it is today, because I can recall the situation 40 years ago. It was extremely tense, and I wouldn't want Jamaica to go back to what it was 40 years ago.
Myself, true.
Yeah, man. August of 1980 was a brutal year. I don't want us to go back there. And I'm proud of Jamaican, because when you look at it, 40 years ago, as you know, Franco, 65% of Jamaican population is under 45. Because we have a youthful population now. And so therefore, a high percentage of people who are even voting tomorrow or participate wasn't around 1980. Because around 1980, you're supposed to be in your 50s and 60s.
Yeah.
You understand? So if you're 42, you don't know anything about the 1980 election. The 150 strong can't be wrong. You don't know anything. Even if you're 45, you still don't know anything. Even if you're 50, you still don't know anything, because you're just 10 years old. Right? So you have to be in the 60s and your 70s to know what 1980 election have done to this country.
Tore it up, man.
Yeah, and we the older folks have no intention of going back there, and would not like to see our country in that realm again.
That's true. With that, we come to the end.
Well, like I said, I want to thank you again and your listeners. To have a very productive and meaningful day. And as we come closer to the election, we will share with you what's all about. I don't know. I don't know if we can have a special on that day.
That would be nice.
Reporting of what is happening. So put that in place,
Oh yeah.
and let us we can do a live.
It's a Thursday, right? It's a Thursday.
Yeah, the Thursday, and I don't know if we can even come live from one of the polling division.
That would be great.
Yeah,
Yeah, that would be great.
That would be great. That would be great.
I could take it from my constituency.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
It's a
Yeah,
date.
man, that sounds good.
It's a date.
yeah, I could take it because my constituency is not a garrison.
Okay. well, we'll be hearing from as much we call it areas as possible for see what's going
Yeah.
on. Yeah.
Yeah, man. I can cover my constituency, and because the one good thing about it is that I have a badge of honor. I'm a justice of the peace, so it gives me a little clout.
Good.
So
We probably could speak to Jackie, Franco.
Yeah, man, we can get people. That's why I said we can get people from the other areas.
Yeah.
If we
Yes,
can
yes.
call them and ask them what's going on. What's
Yeah.
happening in their community. That would be
Yeah.
good.
Yeah. All right. So
right, Teddy.
you take care, and
Thank
like
you
I
very
said,
much for your insight as much as possible, and as always, accurate and precise. I can say that with you. You are not.
All right.
You are not a hearsay, man. I love that. Our news is not a hearsay. I never hear Teddy
No.
say, "Boy, you want to be hearsay." If Teddy don't know it, Teddy ain't saying it, and that's good. I love that.
Yes, you're in pure trouble.
Yeah, man, and that's good.
Yes.
That's very good, man.
All right. So you take care, and all the best for your listeners.
Yeah, man, and you have a good day.
Yeah. Good.
Yeah, man. Thank you very much.
All right, bless. Yes, Flavius, so come to the end. Finally come to the end.
Yeah, man.
I'm telling you, man, I'm coughing and nose. I run like crazy.
So wait a minute.
No, I did have some waiting him there for the last time. What you call it? Can't remember.
Okay.
It's a pill. I'm not too like pill.
Oh.
So
Mm-hmm.
I not too like the pills then, but we take 2 this morning to see, what the result, cause
Yeah.
I call my physician, so most likely we have to set up an appointment.
Yeah.
So tomorrow we do it all over again,
Yeah.
and we have we have nomination day tomorrow in Jamaica, which going to be
Yeah.
interesting to see how them proceed with that, as Teddy said.
Oh yeah.
Anything you want to do before you get out?
Yeah. Nothing new. We just want to talk about the respect and discipline. Discipline is what is letting us down for the most part, and the respect.
Mm-hmm.
If we have those, we are alright.
That's true.
If we have those, we are alright.
That's true. And back to school start. Some college had some big party. I think over the weekend, Saturday, police came and shut it down. And they're saying that school children now, the virus is now rising up with schoolers. So today they are most of the schools have to start virtual classes, just to see what's going on. So it's a watch and go thing right now. Watch and go. So until tomorrow, take care of yourself, your loved one. Always remember prayer. Do changes things regardless what religion you belong to. We must pray and continue to pray. So this is Franco along with
This is Flavia.
wishing you
In the election, Jamaica.
wishing you a
Huh?
pleasant day, good afternoon, evening, wherever you are, whatever time zone you're in. Tafina to take
And
us out.
asking everybody to stay safe.
Yeah.
Stay safe, because when we don't stay safe, we get COVID. It doesn't affect you alone. It affects everybody around you. Even if you don't catch it, with the stress and the care and all these things, anxiety. So take care of yourself. And if we all take care of ourselves, then we'll be all right.
True.
Until tomorrow.
Well, unfortunately, this is it. Till next time. Bless.
All you gotta do is just speak. One word is enough, and I'm no longer so rough. I forget what I was trying to say. I no longer do what I was gonna do, but you're no good for me. That's why me know I said me if it could flee. Me I fi take away myself. Me I fi take away myself. Me I fi hide like a thief in the night. Me I fi get out of sight. Me I fi take away myself. I fi take away myself. I have to utilize my wings. Shorty I clean where I ease. I said, yeah, I find you very hard to resist. With this relationship I'm gonna desist. But how can I face you when all I wanna do is just taste you? I know you think I play me, but soon you're gonna see the light of day. Just relax, don't move an inch. I'll be gone in a pinch. May I feel take away myself. May I feel take away myself. May I feel hide like a thief in the night. May I forget out of sight. May I feel take away myself. Take away myself. I have to utilize I weeds. Shorty, I a clean pair of heels. I said, been there, done that, don't need it again, yeah. I'm not a masochist who won't play your game, yeah. To how you move your arm, me way to the core. Sayonara, the hot girl gone through the door. Take away ourselves. Ah, Say no good body, girl, let me take away ourselves. Take away ourselves. No good body, girl, let me take away ourselves.
Well, unfortunately, this is it. Till next time. Bless.